Hello, everyone. Today I will be talking about one of the worst college basketball teams historically in the country and how I see that they are improving. And I will make a bold prediction at the end of the video about this specific program in general. That program that I'm talking about is Chicago State University, which is located in the southern side of Chicago. And this school in particular has struggled not just with the athletic program, just with the university itself. They've all the workers, teachers, professors have been threatened to be laid off in the past. They've struggled financially. They've threatened to slash their athletic program. In this video, I will be explaining why I believe that Chicago State University is on the rise. Their men's basketball team is on the rise, and how they've been improving. They are improving, and we are seeing that. And these next few years will be big in seeing if they will improve. So Chicago State University Cougars joined Division One in the 1984-85 season. In the 10 years prior to joining Division One, while they were still in Division Two, they had eight winning seasons out of the prior 10 years, with a combined record of 211 wins and 91 losses. The Cougars' first two seasons in Division One were pretty promising, and it looked good for the future of the program. They had a combined record of 38 and 17 in their first two seasons in Division One. Both years they were over 500, which happened to be two out of their three times in their school's history that they've ever finished over 500 during a season, and the other one was in 2008. When I tell you that Chicago State has struggled, I mean it. Their combined record since they joined Division One was 269 and 760. Like 700 losses to 200 wins. That's like incredibly bad. That's like, I don't even know how to explain it. But that leaves a winning percentage of .261, which is probably the worst in Division One since that point. It is just brutal, and that is led in the past 5 to 10 years to be labeled as one of the worst, if not the worst, college basketball teams in the whole country. I'm going to give you guys some numbers to really show how in the past 5, 7, 8 years or so how bad Chicago State has truly been. So in 2015, they finished the 2015-2016 year, they finished 4 wins, 28 losses, and their conference record was 0-14. In 2016, their record was 6 wins and 26 losses, and their conference record was 1-13. In 2017, they were 3 wins, 29 losses, and one win and 13 losses in conference. In 2018, they finished 3-29 and 0-16 in their conference. In 2019, they finished 4-25 and 0-14 in their conference. In 2020, they finished 0-9 and they've played their first 9 games and then just canceled the rest of their season because they've had a lot of issues and there was COVID going around. In total, from 2015-2016 season to the 2020 season, Chicago State finished with a record of 20 wins to 146 losses and a conference record of 2 wins and 70 losses. Which, oh my gosh, 2 wins out of 72 conference games. That is incredibly bad. Although you have this horrible all-time record and basically no good seasons, I see improvement within this Chicago State team, and I think that they will continue to get better as they go on. Prior to the 2021-22 season, they hired Gerald Gillian to be their head coach. And after that, I think that they are in a lot better of a position than they were with any of the other head coaches that they've had. I'm going to give some information about this season alone and how much they've improved. So their record itself isn't that good at all. It is 6-18 and 2-9 in their conference. But this is some crazy statistics right here. They are 1 win away from equaling their previous 3 years worth of wins, which was 7, and they're at 6 right now. They have won their first road conference game since January 12th of 2017. That is crazy. They won their first conference game itself since March 3rd of 2018. So that itself is like 4 years. As well as those statistics, they've also won multiple conference games in a season for the first time since the 2014-15 season. This season has been a bright spot for Chicago State basketball, I think, even though the record does not show it equally. It does comparatively to the other seasons. And I think that if they win a couple more games this year to make the record a little bit better, then they could improve for next year, maybe go for a goal of winning another game or two than they have this year. I am really liking this Cougars team a lot just because they are better than the previous years, and I think that this might be a little bit surprising to say, but I believe that they could be a sleeper team in the Western Athletic Conference tournament this year. They probably won't win it, but I think they could win a game in the tournament to surprise anyone. My bold prediction, which I promised at the beginning of this video, is that within the next 10 years, Chicago State will make it to an NCAA tournament game. I'm not saying they're going to win the game. I'm just saying that they are going to make a NCAA tournament game. Although this is a small sample size from just this year alone, I think just by looking at how much they've improved from the previous years to this year, I think I could say that if they keep improving by this much each season from like this year to next year to the year after, we could see them in the tournament within 6 to 7 years, but I would guarantee within 10 years that Chicago State will make an NCAA tournament. Alright, thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed listening and hearing this information about Chicago State. No one really pays attention to them because of how bad they've been, but I have been paying attention, and I hope more people start to pay attention now that they have been improving.